Hello, welcome early morning episode of Network. I'm gonna do some videos. It's gonna showcase some channels, and I was thinking about the mental wellness of the comic community and possibly the psychology of a comic book collector on YouTube. And I have a series of videos from different channel members in the YouTube comic scene, and I decided to share them with you and give you some feedback on some of these videos. So if you don't mind or care to join me, I would very much appreciate if you would consider subscribing, liking, or sharing this video. I jokingly call this the network, but this is the Immortal Biggie Shack channel. No disrespect to anybody I'm about to show. I'm going to be as delicate and as positive as I can be, because this is a very sensitive, touchy subject and a very sensitive, touchy community. So you need to be as gentle and very, very kind and supportive and considerate as you can be. So hope you join me. Welcome.
Biggie. 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 Biggie.
Now, I think if you come into this section of YouTube and you're under the impression, hey, I'm just as good as these guys. Hey, my personality's fun. I am a social butterfly. I should get the same respect and views as the others do. If you come in here expecting things that aren't realistic, if you come in here and compare yourself to other personalities, I think you're going to be disappointed. It's not very common or very often that a lot of channels get the same amount of attention. It's just going to be favorites, and there's going to be some to get more attention. Now, that doesn't mean the more popular channels have the best content or are more influential or any of that stuff. It's just the way it is, dude. So basically, I'm just going to show some channels and some videos and give you a little bit of my opinion on things. So, for example, my channel, I've had it for, I don't know, 15, 17 years, since 2007, I think. And not a lot of subscribers, ton of videos, not a lot of subs. Over 2,000 videos, 1,300 subscribers. There's a lot of channels that are more popular than mine. I just dealt with it. Now, I wouldn't say that I'm one of those channels that go around and ask for much attention. I just kind of keep myself over in my little corner and kind of enjoy and appreciate others from a distance. And sometimes I'll ask them to come and spend some time with me, or go spend some time with them. But I feel like other people might take a different route and assume that they can get multiple groups to appreciate or enjoy them. And I feel like the more popular channels don't focus on what group of people cares for them. They look at this as a bigger section of viewers than some of the smaller channels that aspire to be as big. So let's just get right into it. And why not start with good old Comic Tommy? Let's see here. Act like I've done them before. Oh, I know what's going on. Let's get rid of that. All right, now Comic Tom. This video is very interesting. This is called The Last Impact of the Comic Boom. And in this video, they kind of explain why collectors were collecting at that point. And they've been accused of maybe like a culture vulture kind of scenario. Um, the guy that's with Comic Tom, Golden Age Guru, I would say that both of them come from collecting backgrounds. Tom's father was a collector, and Guru's been collecting comics for a very long time. I'd say longer than Tom. I don't know Tom's whole backstory. I'm not sure how serious he was until after college or whatever, but he's always been around it. I think the reason they get called or get put in that typecast is because of the commercialization of this whole genre. Like everything's for sale. It's more of a business type method, but he does have collector personality. He's hired a lot of YouTubers that I know. I don't have issues with Comic Tom, but I do recognize this video as a video that's basically explaining that some of the collectors that started around the bubble of the Corona times were expecting a lot, kind of reminiscent to the 90s. So, this is kind of important to point out how the psychology of a lot of these YouTubers think. They think, oh, this is the hottest thing right now. This is a collectible that people are trying to get a hold of. It's very new, it's hot, and a lot of guys were cashing in. A lot of guys were able to ride this wave, and I'd say Comic Tom's Hot 10 list with the Key Collector app definitely was a focal point to a certain extent for a lot of collectors and social media YouTubers. Okay. So this video does a very good
they can be acquired for
kind
them.
of
Yeah, I mean,
explaining where some of these channels that we have now and we see operate or think to a smaller degree. So I thought it was good to start this one off as the first video. The Last Impact of the Comic Boom, Bags and Board Podcast, episode 79. I think this is one of Comic Tom's better descriptions of his channel and who he is. So if you have a moment, go check it out. Let's see what comments we got. What up, Spidey? Nothing against big boy channels, but I just feel I can relate to smaller channels better. Probably it's less commercialized. Yes. Yes. You have more of a what would you call a personal relationship with smaller channels. You can actually reach out and be able to talk to these people and have a relationship, basically. All right. Now this channel, Mr. Swaggle.
Shop Etsy for original items like these personalized portraits under
This is a good video to bring
$75 or
up.
handmade earrings.
You want to learn about certain different types of personalities in the YouTube comic community. This guy has a significant amount of subs. This video is called The Hidden Pain Behind Collecting No One Talks About. And I think it's a video kind of explaining using material items to suppress your depression and how comics can take you to a different place than maybe where you are at mentally. That's the way I kind of understood it. And he connected it to some family issues that I'm not going to bring up on my channel right now. But it's just basically a long walk in the park or in the hills. And you get to know this guy a little bit more personably. So this guy right here, Old Swaggle. So I think this is an interesting video if you're looking into the psychology of a comic channel YouTuber. Okay. That's what we got so far. Let's go to the third video. The third video is this guy named,
and then he wanted to know if I want
comic collector Alan and Steven Steppo Comics. So this is Alan.
Brought to you by Rogue.
Quite similar to what they finally.
This is Alan. He needs to get a new bag on that puppy. It's sticking up at the top. I always get my hard time about his bags. He's actually someone that has probably been on my channel more than any other person. Maybe Bleeker is up there with Alan. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Bleeker might be more. But we do book club together, and we review books, and we talk about collecting comics. And we also have comic book battles. So this guy right here runs a channel called Comic Collector Geek. This is the Monday special. He talks about different genres of comic books. And he is like the collecting psychology side of comic books, in my opinion. The first two channels I showed you were kind of more marketplace, and Tom isn't the same as Swaggle. Swaggle uses the ups and downs a lot, which I'm not saying Comic Tom don't, but Comic Tom has a bigger hand on possibly using his channel as a brand. This is all about branding too. So all of these have different morals, different integrity structure, different characteristics, right? The Alan and Swaggle and Comic Tom all do and handle their channels to a different level. I relate more to an Alan than I would a Comic Tom or Swaggle. I know people that hang out with Swaggle, and I know people that watch a lot of Comic Tom, and I know people that watch Alan. And I look at Alan and Steppo right here as guys that are looking for books that not the regular common collector would get. And they have a unique opportunity to show people things they're not used to seeing every day. Usually the comic collectors on YouTube collect from modern age generally up to silver. These guys get some gold, About every comic YouTuber that's been watching YouTube knows about every book from copper to gold or copper to silver. And there's a lot of Golden Age characters, and I like the classical art style of the Golden Age. Sometimes um, I might not be super focused on this channel because of some of the books, like the Good Girl art. But when it comes to superhero stuff and horror and gold like that, I've been trying to do more of this lately. I started off trying to learn modern to gold to silver, and now I generally have been plucking at different Golden Age books, trying to memorize them just to have a good grasp of what I'm talking about and thinking. And this is a very good, well done channel. My guy has 5,000 subs. Um, yeah, these guys are awesome. So that's the third video for my psychology. Comic Tom felt like a grifter from the 70s, used car salesman character in True Lies. I look at Comic Tom like I think I heard him say that he used to work as a banker, and I kind of think that he uses that old job as a way to work on comics and advertising and things like that. Like, um, he's a good salesman. I think you're absolutely right, Cardstock. Um, he looks like a young, hip, trendy kid that kind of knows what he's talking about, and excited and very positive, and just seems like someone you might be able to trust, like a wholesome face. Um, Meanwhile, he's got his hand in everything, though. So nothing against the man. He's just working hard and he's grinding and he's getting it. You know what I mean? I don't think he's the more casual collector. I think he approaches this like work a little bit. So good to him. Good for him. Who's live? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm live. What up, 35 cent? 35 cents in the house. What up, big dog? Wondered as he hasn't highlighted chat yet. Oh, okay. Yes. Cool. All right. So that was the fourth channel for this psychology um, portion of the video. I'm trying to show you guys videos that you can, channels you can check out and watch. Now, here's my channel. Ways the story is. This is basically a hangout. Um, like my friend Comic Collector Geek, I don't think we came into this looking at it like um, a place that everybody would accept us. Like we would hope that people would accept us. We're not sure. I'm usually used to people not accepting. Um, Now I'm pretty good in a social setting. I can get along with people. I'm compassionate. I try to be friendly, things like that. But I'm also against seeing people with loose relationship movement. They will go from hub to hub and put on a face like I'm like one of you guys, and possibly hype them up. Like I've seen channels come into the community and call people legends and gods and the greatest collectors there are, and they literally go from chat to chat and they tell everybody the same thing. You're the legend. Oh, this is amazing. Now, deep down, do I think they mean it? Not really. Do I think that they're using positive communication and telling people compliments to try to get somewhere? Yes, absolutely. I think they're going around trying to get get what they can, get what kind of admiration they can, and basically submit to them. Be like, oh, you are my leader. I look up to you. But how many people do they tell that to? Whoever they think is the most popular, right? Now, for me, I ran across people like that, and they've ended up being some of my best friends. But for me, I like to think that there's people out there that are just coming to this open minded and willing to give people a chance and willing to um, try to be cordial with everybody. So I come into this thing trying to be nice and cordial, but I'm not going to go out of my way and tell you you are my leader or you're the most amazing person. So I think that in this modern society, if you're not completely willing to tell people that they are the greatest thing you ever met, you are so proud of them, you love them, then they're not willing. They're not. I think this is recorded. No, I'm live. I'm live. I think you are willing. They are willing to do anything to get ahead. Um, I don't look at people like inanimate objects that help me get somewhere. I don't look at people for what they can do to help me get further. Um, I try to give people a genuine personality that they can have faith you're going to get an honest opinion from. So I'm not much into doing the editing or doing the massive genius idea videos, but I am into giving the chat member or panel member an honest reaction to what I'm seeing. I'm not going to sugarcoat things to get ahead. I'm not going to lie and tell people that certain channels are better than others. I'm not going to constantly tell people I love them. I'm going to treat them pretty moderately and fairly. And I do have certain people I look up to. Um, as of late, a lot of the newer channels have been very money oriented, and they look at this like a side gig or something. I don't know how they look at it, but it feels like a little bit of that fake kissing up to the boss stuff. And that's kind of a modern trait now. Like, if you're not in with the crowd, then you get ran off. So, sadly, there are some channels that tend to want to get in with the popular crowd. Somehow I have missed the popular crowd, and I'm kind of over here just surviving by myself. But luckily, I think I found people that are like-minded, right? And I have a good time. I've been here for a while. I just say
Do
from
themselves any
a few years ago to now that it went from being, hey, I'm here to have fun and to give you my genuine personality, which I'm not saying it wasn't like that back then either. There were definitely some people that would whoop it up for the chat to get attention. All right, so that was my channel. Now this video I just saw last night. This is Random Reads. His channel is it smaller than mine? No, it's bigger. He has a bigger channel than mine. 1.6K subscribers. Okay. What the heck? I clicked the wrong thing. Now, I hope he don't get upset at me sharing this video. I don't know. It's a pretty personable video, but I think people should go watch this. It is what it is, and this is a very deep, emotional conversation about how he's fed up with the comic community and the way things are going. And I think he's just speaking what's on his mind. If you haven't seen this video, or if you have seen it, you kind of get what I'm saying right now. Maybe go check it out. Leave a comment. Let him know I brought his video up. I'm sure he'll find out. All right, let's see here. What's this say? Morning, Big, Simon, Dave's. Yes, who's the popular crowd in your opinion? I see different factions of friends, mostly where people started YouTube together. Who is the popular crowd? Shit. I think there's a bunch of them, and some people probably think that if they kiss up to some of the more popular channels and get accepted, it might help them. Kind of like how a employee might not work as hard as just the popular kid because always they always gush about how good their manager or whatever is. I'm getting a lot of questions now. I took you as popular because you're friends with so many people. I look at you. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I do all right. I get about 100 videos or 100 views a video. So I think my channel growth is a lot slower than actually channels that started after me. Like this guy right here, he's got 1.6K. I'm a little more less quick to go around and gush about some of the more popular channels. That's why I think my growth is so small. People have different personality, but I don't network as much as some channels, I don't think. What are you talking about, Big? The popular table is whenever we hang out a lot together. It actually between you as a friend of mine to be nicer to these new channels to show benevolence. Aggressively so fucking smart, I can't understand what he says the first time. All right. What are you talking about? The important table is wherever I am, we hang out a lot together. I actually behooves you as a friend of mine to be nicer to these new channels to show benevolence. No, I'm just talking about psychology. I'm not saying that new channels are bad. I just think that there is a truth to um, the way the sections work. I just don't know. I feel like there is a way. There's some truth to the psychology. I'm trying to teach a psychology class, guys. It's not very easy. I'm not a professor. But so this video, holy smokes. I'm just gonna give you a little clip of it. If you haven't seen it, maybe this will get you going. All right, you guys ready?
I hate the current state of this country with its seems like everybody that's racist or fascist or fucking unempathical or uncaring or no compassion at all. They're all 100% empowered right now to just screw everybody. I need to go see my doctor. I need a prescription renewed. They want me to pay $70 to come there today to see them to get a prescription renewed, then pay to go get my lab work done, then pay to come back to go have an appointment, then pay to get my prescription filled, then pay for every goddamn thing. Pay this, pay that. I got so goddamn mad. I slammed the door of my new piece of shit used car shut and set the fucking airbags off. So yeah, there's more money that has to go. It doesn't end. And I don't know. I think I'm done. I'm done. I just can't buy anymore. Can't buy anything. I can't do anything. I've tried, and because of my past, I've had no luck at any type of job or anything. It's just, I don't know what to do. But I want to say I love you guys, to all of you that have loved me in return, and fuck you to all of you that are pieces of shit. Thanks. See if I can not forget anybody. Adamantium Blade, big. There's a lot of people in this community that just really suck. True pieces of shit. And yeah, fuck them. I hate the current state of this country with its
I forgot I was muted, guys. Sorry. So you didn't hear anything I said. I was showing that video to kind of explain all of these. I would go back and watch some of these videos I'm telling y'all about, try and give an example of personalities and kind of a psychology and the way things are thought out. I feel bad for him because at the end of the video, like I said, you all didn't hear me, but he did like turn it, and he was like, the reason I stick around is because I have so much love for these other people. And he went through his subscriptions and he named off channels, and he does have a lot of compassion and care for people and relationships and the comic YouTube. But at the same time, like at the beginning, I feel a little sad for him because I feel like he's a little disappointed. But we're moving on. Just check on your buddies and maybe leave a nice comment for him. I left a kind of funny one. I didn't say anything too much. He didn't mention me, so I just didn't want to pry too much. But here I am prying, and I don't know what to do at the time, but it struck a creative nerve in my body, and I just wanted to share it with you guys and maybe help him, show some love to random and cheer him up. So this is Keeping It Comics. He kind of started off like a casual YouTuber. And he turned his channel into a new comic book day channel and just a comic enthusiast. And he actually inspired me to do my Biggie Shack Commandments because one of his greatest ideas and many different sayings and the way he describes the passion for comics, dude. What a fun channel this guy is. Keeping It Comics, Vibe Juice, stuff like that, dude. He's just got different. He's got his own slang. The last guy, Random Reads, he does a very good trivia show and interactive and gives away stuff. This guy, he found a niche, and he knows some of the old school YouTubers and stuff like that. Like me and him are pretty good friends. But I think one of his best ideas was to make a speculation list that had nothing to do with the comic collector app or key app or whatever it is. It's not exactly like the Comic Tom. It's his own books that he chooses, because there's a lot of books that fluctuate that don't get mentioned, and he does a good job at that. Now, this video, he bought a $50 collection, and he just showed it. I just think this video is a good example of this guy's personality. So I chose to show this video, show a little bit of psychology. Now, he gave up, or I don't know if he gave up, but I don't see him going around and trying to fit in with the it crowd. He just went and did his own thing, and shout outs to him. He has almost 6,000 subs. He does a good job doing his own style, his own creation. And this is who I kind of aspire to be more like, but I am nothing like this guy. Like, I definitely have my buddies I lean on, and I still bring up the community quite a bit more. This guy's purely comic entertainment. He might randomly bring up a channel, but not too much on his live streams. It's all about the bucks. So shout outs to C3, brother. All right. We got a couple more videos. What up, Darth? There's my buddy Darth Lopez in the chat, I believe. Yes. All right, I got a couple more videos, and I'm gonna get out of here. All right. I touched on. All right, we got Legion.
Cheers.
See all the animated GIFs in the background.
This is a popular channel. This look at that smile on this guy's face. He's such a just breath of fresh air kind of looking guy, you know, like someone you could probably talk to that you met on the street. Anywho, he's Legion of Comics, 4.8 subscribers, pretty popular guy. People feel pretty comfortable hanging out with him. He gets all different types of people that come and join him on Legion's Lair. There's Drew Manchu, there's Madam Blaster, there's Justin Birch, there's a 757 Hustle Show, and Izzyverse. Legion tends to have his hands in a lot of different things. You know, I wouldn't say he's the basic, like, here to shoot the shit channel, but he might feel he is. I don't know. But he's involved in different things, such as, like, he's very DC centric. He's involved in the Comics Curing Cancer. Does that make him much different? I don't think so. The memberships, which I have memberships on my channel. So no, I guess he would be kind of the more common YouTuber, I would say. I think he came out of the Corona years, and yeah, he's a very, I don't know how to explain it. He does a new comic book day show. He does frequent other channels. He jumps on DJ Links and Sector 2815's channel. He's hopped on my channel a couple of times, and he's pretty good ambassador to the community, I'd say. So I think this video is kind of a good video to show like a more open channel willing to try to have friends in different areas and stuff. Like I do too. I'd say I'm on the same level. So yeah, he does certain content, and I think a lot of people look at his channel and they think, why can't I do that? You know, he's got 4.8. He seems to have some good people around him. I'm not saying he's like a Comic Tom or Swaggle, but and he does do all types of different videos. He has different content. So he does full breakdowns. He talks about movies a lot. He talks about what else? Members only. So yeah, that's Legion of Comics. Guys, go check out that video.
This is Rocky.
And I think I might have one more for the history. Maybe not. So that was it. That was it, guys. That was my I call him Mark Wayne. Marvel for life. Superman is superior to FF. All I need is my whisper saw. So that was my YouTuber psychology video. I don't think I was too hard on anybody. Hopefully if anybody talks about me, they don't say horrible negative things, because I don't think I said anything bad about anybody. I try to treat people the way I'd like to be treated. And when I get treated bad, I still want to treat people the way I'd like to be treated. So, you know, kind of dig your own holes. I don't know what y'all thought. There's some interesting stuff in there. The Comic Tom, the Swaggle, and Random touched on a lot of the personalities of different types of YouTubers, I think. And the other examples were also good examples of different YouTubers. So if I didn't touch on yours or people you know as well, I'm sorry, but those are just examples I wanted to share. I'd say don't treat it like a rat race. Take it nice and easy. Enjoy it while you got it. I'm moving slower than molasses, but you know, things can change. You never know what could happen. I've been trying to be more positive and more supporting of everybody, and trying to be compassionate to even people I would say aren't my best of friends. So I don't know if that does anything for anybody, but some of my best friends were people that I would swear I'd get in a fight in with. So I'm not saying I'm going to be best friends with everybody, but I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. And I'm always excited to see a new collector come into the community and try to learn more about the way they think about the hobby and learn from their experience and their taste in comic collecting. I would say that's my channel in a whole. I kind of want to know what books you're trying to get. I want to know what you're thinking about the hobby. I want to know what kind of content you like to do. And I can't lie. I'm a little bit picky on what I think is good and what is bad. So I'm gonna get out of here. Check out my channel. Check out all the guys I shared. Everybody have a good Wednesday. Go get your new comic book day books. And I'll see y'all on book club later. Hope y'all have a good one. Sayonara, suckers. Hashtag enjoy.
Biggie.